Welcome back, guys. Hope you've been keeping well. Today we're going to be looking at the RODE NTH-100. Now I know insert Internet Explorer logo here because this is fairly old. It's not obviously that old, but I am quite far behind, and this is obviously because of the move and because of the redo of the studio that I'm catching up on content still. But this isn't going to be a review. This is more of an ode to awesomeness because I do use this headset in my own setup. But today we're going to be looking at the design, the features, everything that makes up this headset, but it's more of an unboxing and overview, so I do encourage a lot of questions below. I haven't said this in a while, but let's look at this unit a little bit closer. Onto specs, and I will put this up in front of you for people that are concerned around what the specs of the headset are. Firstly, it is a dynamic headset, which means that the quality is derived from the drivers or electromagnetism, but it does have a beautiful range. The drivers are 40mm drivers that are complemented by the rock-solid design of the headset. The frequency response is 5 Hz to 35 kHz with a 32 ohm impedance. The sensitivity is 110 decibels per volt. The maximum input power is 1700 milliwatts. The ear coupling is circumaural, which means that it surrounds your ears. The ambient noise attenuation is 20 decibels, and the connection type is a TRS 3.5 as we have shown. The physical makeup of the headset: length of 80mm, 190 in width, and the height is 188mm. Comes in at a weight of 350 grams, and as mentioned before, the cable length is 2400mm or 2.4 meters. Nice, short and sweet. Looking at the contents for the NTH-100 headset, you do get the headset, which is the most important part. Secondary to that, you get a bag, which is nice for storage or transport, but you can use it for other purposes. It's a really nice quality bag. More importantly than that, though, is a 2.4 meter cable that is designed specifically for the headset. Now, this is a 3.5 to 3.5. The one side is an interlocking cable designed for the headset input. The second side is the 3.5 adapter that you'll put into the input of whatever you're trying to monitor. Now, more importantly, on this side, you'll see that it's actually threaded, and that is because in the box will come a 3.5 to 6.5 adapter. Now, this screws in and actually locks firmly into place, which is a nice quality point from RODE. Lastly, you do get markers. Now, these markers are for color coding, so if you do have a situation where you have a pink mic and you have a headset that you want to say, okay, cool, this is assigned to the pink headset, or the pink mic to the pink headset, you can do this with up to 4. So you'll see that there's pink, blue, orange, and green. Moving on to design. Now, I won't lie, when I put on this headset for the first time, it did feel a little bit strange. You could almost call it awkward. That kind of awkwardness that you get from a first date or a blind date where you're first sussing out each other, putting out that social anxiety. But I can tell you, as time went by, I got more and more used to it, and soon a spark became a fire. When it comes to any headset, the first thing that I say is always look for comfort first, and that is before sound. Now, this is important because of the duration that you generally wear a headset. This can be anything from 10 minutes to 4 hours, depending if you're just listening to music or gaming. So comfort is extremely important because you don't want to have pain or cut pressure when you're taking off the headset. And this is where this headset really dominated. Next, looking at the ear cups, I was honestly tempted to take measurements of my ears and take measurements of the inner cups. And that is because it looks so small, deceivingly small. And it actually is small, but the design is so perfect that it completely covers your ears and it doesn't push them against your head, that your ears actually sit nicely inside the holes of the headphones. Now, the comfort that I was alluding to earlier comes from 3 places. Firstly, the overall design of the headset. Secondly, the fabric that makes up the headset is Alcantara, which is on the ear cups or ear holes, as well as the headband. Now inside that is Cool Tech gel. Now I always say how much I sweat in any of my other videos of mice or headsets, and I can honestly say that even wearing this headset for hours, I do not suffer from sweat or having to take it off because I just feel like I'm claustrophobic. So this was a master stroke from RODE in the design of this headset. Now the adjustment mechanisms for the headset in order to adjust the band is a locking mechanism, and you'll be able to see that it is something that will turn and can adjust, and when you do get it into the perfect place you can lock it again. Now this is a lot better than your incremental adjustments on headsets where you can put it on and it actually clicks down and then you kind of have to click it back, because once you got it into the perfect placement you never have to adjust it again. Overall, on the design, as sort of a conclusion, all I can say is that with regards to the design, RODE has definitely put a lot of thought into it, and on the components or the actual raw materials used, these are extremely high quality materials that one has come to expect from RODE. Now I can say without a doubt this is one of the best headsets I've ever used, not only because of the sound quality but because of the comfort as mentioned earlier. But on quality of sound, I do run it through the Procaster 2, which does obviously amplify sound, but when pushing it to its absolute maximum, there's no crackling, no popping. The quality of audio is just amazing. I will say that it does lack a little bit on the bass side of things, and that is because of the size of the drivers, but otherwise a perfectly rounded headset and pretty much suitable for any purpose or any use. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Look forward to seeing you on the next one. Cheers and goodbye.